Good afternoon and welcome to the channel. Today in this video, we'll be teaching you how to create flyers using Canva. So if you are new to the app or to the app called Canva, the first thing you need to do is go to your Play Store if you are using an Android phone. And if possible, you are on a laptop presently, all you need to do is go to your Edge, then you search for Canva and have it installed on your laptop. And if it's your phone, you have it installed on your phone, that is your mobile device. Then you click on open. After clicking on open, the next thing to do is you sign in if you don't have an account. But if you already have an account, this first page will be what will be seen or what will be displayed on your screen. So the first thing to do is once you've logged in and you've opened the Canva app, this interface will be shown to you. Then the next thing is you go to create a design. There are two ways to create a flyer on Canva. You can either go for a template. You can either choose a template of a particular flyer that is already on Canva, then or you create a design from the scratch. You start from the scratch. So today we'll create a flyer by starting from the scratch. So now what you do is you go to create a design, which is up here. So once you go to create a design, you can see a search button. Then you click on flyer. Don't get bored yet because we are just starting. So once you click on flyer, you can see we have different sizes. You have the portrait, the landscape, and the 821.29.7 centimeter. So I would advise you go for this one, the first search. Then you wait for it to load. Once you get to once it has already loaded, the next thing to do is you already have a blank page. Then before you start creating a flyer, I want you to have it at the back of your mind that you need to have a specific flyer or specific brand that you are creating for. Let's assume a client contacts you that they need a flyer for their brand. Then you need to ask them some specific question, the color of the brand, then whatever they are into, their contact information, because those are the things that a flyer should entails. So now, if you are starting, let's assume we want to create a flyer for a food brand, and the person is just into, should we say, um, maybe local meals. Let's go for local meals. All these Buka Hut or Mama Poods. I'm just trying to look for a name that we can use. So let's assume we are going for Agbeke local meals. Yes, because that should go with it. Agbeke local meals. So the first thing you do is we already know that this particular client deals with local meals. And local meals include, okay, let's just focus on Yoruba meals. The Yoruba meals include amala and ewedu, abula, and you have your pounded yam. So we won't go into too much of those local meals. We'll just go into like theory. So now we already know that, okay, we are dealing with, those are the points that you need to know. So the first thing you need to do is you have a name for the is it Agbeke now? So you go to add text. Once you go to add text, you see add the heading. Go to add the heading. Then you shift it up by dragging it a little till it suits your preference. Then the first thing will be is you had the heading. and the heading is the name Agbeke store or Agbeke's local. What should we use? Agbeke's local Agbeke's local meat. Agbeke's mama put. Agbeke's African store or Agbeke's African store. So don't forget to change the font. No, yes, the font. Don't forget to change the font. You go with any font of your choice, but at least make it professional a little. It's just about being creative. So the next, after choosing your font, I'm still trying to select a particular font. I think this one is professional enough. Then, if your font size is okay, you let it be instead of tampering with Applique's African store. Then this is what Applique deals with. Then you can have, even before this, I think we have two different ways of going about this. You can have a background starting from. So as I was saying, I said you can select a background even before you start. What's the color of Applique's African store? It can be green. So you can go for you search, go to your element and search for background. Once you search for background, it brings out different background of your choice. You have for graphics, you have for color, for photos. But for this one, because I'm going for the first background, I would love to select photos. So since I will get this with meals, so I think green stands for LD. So let's go with the green color. Then have it edited. You can see the lines that is at the edge of it. You zoom in. You have it zoom out too. Then the color is there. Don't forget we started with Applique's African store. Then when you are done writing Applique African store, the next thing to do is go back to your text. Then you go for add a subheading. In that subheading, don't make it too big because it's just still trying to tell people when you add the subheading. So what's their so you add the subheading, and the subheading, as I was saying, should be something like we offer the best African meals in town, or your taste board are preferences, or your taste board are priorities, anything. I don't know, we are just practicing. So let's go ahead with Africa African store. We offer the best African meal. So now, let's assume this is it. So you just ensure that it is centralized and it's not too big. Then for this font, I think I would prefer using open source. Not too much difference, but just ensure the font of the font is not bigger than the font of the edit. So now the next thing we have to do is you have this already. So what are the things that they do? What are the meals they produce? In Africa's African store, they offer the best African meal. Okay. So what are the best African meal that they produce? Let's go. You go to element. Okay, before element, I think the first thing we need to do is, okay, let's go to element and you select the grade, because Africa's African meal or African store will definitely not be involved in just one meal. So now once you select grade, the next thing is go to this particular grade, the first one, say all. Then you come down. Says we are going to talk about 3 meals that African store offer. So what are the 3 meals? Which is that basically, let's say swallow. Then you can have it this way. I think I'll prefer this grade. Don't forget to reduce the size by dragging in. That's the way I'm dragging it in. Then reduce this one too by dragging it in, because that is, you're not going to display just the food. And if this one does not suit our preferences, maybe I feel like this will not suit our preferences because it's looking way too small. So the best thing is you can undo. I mean, come to this particular left-hand side, the arrow that faces this left-hand side to you, see undo, click it, and then you have it back. So now, let's go for this one. Then you just go with the same way. You reduce the font size. By the time the font size, you reduce the size. Once the size is being reduced, the next thing to do is then go back to your element. In your element column, search for African meals like amala. I don't know if amala will be found there, but if it's not found, amala. If it's not found there, the best thing is go to your okay, thank God it's found. Okay, see, this is just the specific type of meat that we're looking for. Thank God we found it. So now, if this is it, let me say, no, I don't think I like this one. But if you can't get the particular one that you want, the best thing to do is just to go to your Google Chrome. I think I will not just want to. I want to delete this. You delete the image. I want it to be here. So I'll just bring it back here. Sorry. So now they offer this amala and iwedu. Then you go for the second one. Rounded down. Rounded down. Yeah, this one too is perfect. The best African meals. Then you go for this particular one. Which one would do for us? I think this will do. Then you just put it here on the down. Then this. What other African meals do we have? You can have banga soup. Banga soup and yeah, perfect. So the next thing you do is just look for a particular picture that suits what you want to portray. So I think this does. So just put it and it's inserted. So now don't forget to add text to actually tell everyone that this is what you're talking about. So you go for add a text box on that text, then you bring it down here. Increase the font size. So in this place, you have amala, in winter, and begiri, yes. So once you have it like this, the next thing to do is to reduce this particular thing. Okay. Since I want it clear, then the best thing is just to ensure it is reduced. Yeah. So I'm going to have it here. I hope you're not getting bored yet. I'm sorry. It seems it's slow, but you definitely get it. So you bring it here. Then don't forget to reduce it. They'll make it readable. You're looking for where it will stay print to actually cover up the whole thing. So let's leave it this way. Then you can change the color the color of the font. I don't know if yellow would do. Yellow won't. So let's go with another color. Maybe something like white, correct. I think white should do. No, white should do. White shouldn't go with this. Anyway, what I'm saying is just go for the particular font color that you feel will suit your preference. I think black should do now. So don't forget the same thing you did for that one, you did for this too. You add the text box. So in this text box, what you'll put here is rounded yam and egusi. Yeah, for this one, rounded yam and egusi. Rounded yam and egusi. So reduce the font size in order to not be too big. So shift it down a little in order for the picture of the particular meal we're talking about not to be closed and for people to be able to relate with it. Then this one should be for 1 meal is this banga and starch. So you add the text box to this and you ensure it's banga and starch. Then you drag it there again. Replace the font size. Don't worry about it. We'll just bring it down again. Now the font size is reduced. The next thing is to bring it down. Reduce it. Banga and start. You guys see that it's coming. We are getting there. Don't worry, I won't waste your time. So once you add banga and start like this, you can change this color, this particular color to white because I feel like black, So once you have it this way, we are not done yet. This is the African meal that Apike's store offer, or Apike African food store. I think this is worthy enough. Then the next thing to do is don't forget you are going to give us the location of Apike store. Then apart from the location, you are still going to talk about the contact. Is it like order now? So you add another text box again. But before then, you have to go for elements and search for shapes. Once you search for shapes, you go to shapes is up there. Then you click on it and select whatever shapes that you desire that you think will suit your order now. For me, I'll go with a circle shape. Then this circle shape is here. You bring it down. Whatever color that you want it to be, you let it be. Then don't forget to just add this text. This text is going to be order now because you definitely want them to patronize them. You want people to patronize them. That's why you are creating a flyer for them. You want their business to be known. So if this color preference does not suit you, you go to color. So in that color, you can change it to any color that you want. It could be blue, it could be, but just make sure the color definitely stands out of it. Yeah, let's make it so. No, I think with blue, okay, yellow. So you want it to actually catch people's attention. You need to know that, okay, this particular site or this particular post is talking about something. So once it catches their attention, they want to order now. Then for here, you come to test again. Then you can go for different icons, or you add a text box, drag it down, I mean, at the lower part of the flyer that you are doing. Once you drag it down, you click on um, the phone number, which is it could be any number. Let's just assume it's 08111137892. Let's leave it that way. But we'll need a particular icon. Okay, I want us to search for it together. Just Control D um this particular text box. Control D. Okay, I think it's not Control D now. Okay, no problem. Add another text box. I wanted to duplicate it. So for this particular one, we are going to use location, which is maybe 123 anywhere straight. Uh-huh. Is it, let's say Hallelujah Ondo, Hallelujah Lagos. Uh-huh. So once you have it this way, don't forget I was talking about an icon. Go to element and look for contact icon. It could be phone number. You can type phone number icon. So once you look for phone number icon, ensure the icon, yes, you can make use of this particular one. Then you drag it down and increase it in order to to stay at that particular level where the icon is. So once you put it here, I think it's perfect. Then ensure, okay, this one is perfect. So I think what we need to do here is to increase the size of this. Increase the size of this. Bring it up a little. Bring this to up a little. Once you increase this, I think this one needs to be increased. Everything is just about your creativity. So, anywhere, increase the font size. If the font size is increased, you can make it a little bit bigger. Then look for location icon too. Location icon. Okay. You search for it under element. Then once you get location icon, you can use any location of your choice. Any icon location of your choice. Then, okay, I think I love this. Then you bring it down here. And, yeah. Then don't forget your social media icon. If you are on any social media, we don't know if Akweke Africa Store has social media, but let's assume she has a social media she runs. So let's go for social media icon. I think I just see her. So once you see different social media, we go for Facebook. You bring it down, reduce the size for that one. So let it be under this. You go for, it should be Instagram. You reduce the size to. If we have Akweke, Akweke store, I keep saying Akweke. So if Akweke store too is on, what other social media do we have? Okay, if she's on WhatsApp, don't forget the contact for call could also be a WhatsApp number. So you can chat her on WhatsApp too. Then Twitter, let's assume she's on Twitter. I mean the X app. Any app she's on, just include it. I mean, you include the icon by searching for it under the element. So once it has been included, the next thing to do is to, now we are not going to leave the background here like this. We need to do something. we need to go back to elements and search for background. Once it has loaded the background, or we have the background loaded, this time around we are going for graphics. I don't want to go for pictures because I just want a touch of these colors in everything. No, shouldn't go for purple. Let's go for something like this green. Now to just bring the touch of the professionalism to our work. So now, if I have it this way, once we have it this way, once we have it this way, you don't forget to reduce the transparency. But the battery is low, but we should be able to finish. Once you reduce the transparency, you go to another background, you look for it. Whatever background that suits you. I don't think I like this. I'll prefer to delete it. Okay, so now the next thing to do is you just play with different backgrounds and have it the way you want it. I think it's nothing serious that way. This is just a flyer. Then if there is a logo, you put it up here. I'm trying to consider the battery. And that's all. I just made a flyer for Akbike's African store. I hope you find value in this video. If you do, don't forget to like, subscribe to our channel. Thank you. See you next time on another video.